Okay, so today I will start Java fundamentals. So in Java fundamentals, some basics like we will learn, how to write the class name, variable name, method name. What are the rules to define this all the things? Okay, so okay, so first topic is your like we have a in Java fundamentals we have identifier, reserved word, data type, literals, array, types of variable, varg, arg method, main method, command line argument, and Java code standard. Okay. So first topic we have a identifier. So what is identifier? A name in Java program is called identifier. So what the name? It can be class name, method name, or variable name. So if I say identifier, it can be class name, either method name, or either variable name. So these are the identifier. Okay. So if you like, just I have given one example, class test, then we have an identifier here, right? So here main method name is your identifier, X is your identifier. This is also class, right? So this is your identifier. This is variable, this is your identifier. Okay. So the same example we have. So we have some rules. You cannot write class name anything. You cannot write method name anything. You cannot write variable name anything, and that is a very important when you will work in the real time. We have to follow some standard process to write the code, because you are not only working, right? So we have a team, so whatever you are writing, everyone is able to understand your code, right? Might be tomorrow you are not there, or whatever the method you have developed, right? So that method is going to fail, and others, your team members, is working to handle this, right? So it's we have to follow some rules to define the variable class and all. Okay. So if you will write, like we have some rules, so Java is given some rules. The only allowed character in sorry, Java identifier are a small a to z, capital A to z, 0 to 9, and underscore, and dollar, except you will get compile time error. So these are the things are allowed while writing the identifier. Okay, so let me show you one example. Okay, so here let me save this. Workspace, Java workspace. Okay, right. If you will here, so line number here, you will get compile time error because this at the rate will not allowed. Let me compile. Compiler will tell you the compile time error. So line number 5, right? So line number 5, we are getting some warning. So this is illegal state of type. So this is not allowed. Okay. So same thing we have to apply with, when you are writing identifier. Okay. Either you can see here, you will get error because this has is not allowed. Only underscore and dollar are allowed as a special character. Otherwise you will get compile time error. Just you can execute it. Identifier should not start with digit. Is the another rules for identifier. Okay, so identifier should not start with digit. What do you meaning of this? If we will write, I have actually the format is not correct, and this editor manually I have to. Okay, no problem. we have to understand the things. Okay, you can see I have started with digit, right? This is your variable name. Okay, so let me comment this. So if I will compile this code, you can see not a statement. So compiler like like given you this is not a statement. Okay, so what you are writing. So identifier should not start with digit. Yes, you can write the digit in the last, in the middle, it will work. Okay, so let me here we are getting compile time error, right? So here we are getting compile time error. If I will compile now, it's working fine. If we will execute also, we are not getting any runtime error. Another rules for identifier, Java identifier are case sensitive. So like these things, this is like common rules, right? You can say number. So every number having the different memory, right? Name is number, like variable name is number, but you can see we have a lowercase, then we have a mix up, like, and we have a only uppercase. So every memory, like every variable have a different memory. So that is called your case sensitive. We will write like this. Okay, let me compile first. So whatever the small code you can execute, at least in your system, you will get confidence. Okay, but you can see the same variable if you will try to again. So this is like this memory is already allocated, right? So variable is already defined in method, main method, right? So because this is already you have defined. So we will discuss this variable part for reassigning and all in variable topic. Okay. So here also having the same. So let me go for another rule. So there is no length limit for Java identifier, but it is not recommended to use it. Reduce readability of the code. Okay, like what the meaning of this? If you are writing int like this, so if I will compile this code, this is showing the previous one. So let me delete this. Okay, you can see we are not getting any compile time, but it is not recommended to use. Okay, so there is no length limit for identifier. Identifier, we cannot use reserve word as an identifier. Okay, I have give you the list of reserve word, right? So if you are writing, if you will write like int if equal to 10, right? So if is what reserve word, so we cannot write reserve word as a identifier. If you will write, then you can see this is not a statement, right? So we cannot use reserve word as a identifier. Okay, so all the predefined class name and interface name we can use as a identifier. Okay, so here, okay, I'll give you this example. This is like just I added, it will be a helpful. Line number 5 and line number 6, what is identifier? Like, what is the identifier here? Line number 5,
String is an identifier in line number 5.
okay, and 6,
In 6s is the identifier.
yes. So here a string is your a special type, like a special class, right? So it is like a data type as well, right? Simple. This is not a primitive data type because it will create an object. We'll discuss later. Predefined classes and interface we can use as a identifier. Okay, so this will define your integer. This is your integer type you are storing. It will become the identifier here. Okay, and here this is we are defining the string type. So s is your identifier. Okay, so we are getting 10 and 10. So this is your identifier. So just I have given some question. This will here will get error. Here also we will get error because it is starting from digit. Here also will get error. We have a hash. Here we will get error because starting from digit. Won't we get any error, right? Because underscore and dollar is allowed. You can execute in your system if you have any doubt here. Okay. So here won't we get double underscore and double dollar have used. Here you will get error. Here you won't we get error. Execute in your system if you have any doubt for that. Okay. So reserve word I have shown you, right? So these are the reserve word. So we'll discuss this all the reserve word in your coming session. Like the topic wise, all the keyword we can use. Okay. Few of the keyword like synchronize, volatile. These are the not will use that, but yeah, important one we can use. Almost we will use. Okay. So we have a data type. Actually, we have a two types of the data type. One is your primitive and one is your reference data type. Okay. We'll discuss reference data type or referenced variable in variable topic. So primitive data type. So we have a number data type. So integral data type. So we have a byte. Can see all are the keywords. Right? This is your data related keyword, data type related keyword. Integer and long. Then we have a non-numeric data type, boolean, char, then floating point data type, float and double. Okay, so we have a byte. So here byte having the size is 1 byte and max value is 128, sorry, 127, and minimum value is minus 128. Actually, this is like zero and positive number means I think I have missed some notes here. Okay, but here, okay, so this is like I what I can say internally how the it's working on your boolean type like 0 and 1, right? So like 0 means positive number and 1 means negative number. Internally, like how the value is storing, but we should not go for this level, like there is no not required this thing. Okay. Positive number will be represent like if you will store something like we have a positive number, it will directly store in the memory, but negative number having the sum 2s complement. So what is 2s complement, I'm not going to discuss. If you want you guys can explore, but not required, leave it. Okay, so byte. So this is our byte. Let me copy this. I'm using the same class guys, so no problem. Okay, so we have a b1 and b2. So I'm going to print b1. This is your b1 and this is your b2. Okay, I'm just commenting this all the things as of now. Okay, so simply what we are doing, we are just printing b1 and b2. So here you will get 10 and 20. That's it. Okay, so simply the value we are storing b1 and b2, we are getting 10 and 20. Okay, so if we will print b3, then what happened? What value will come?
30. It will add the fourth number.
Okay, 30. Anything else? Okay, so we are getting
Error.
some error, incompatible type. Why? Because
Because it is not storing integer.
yeah, actually b1 and b2, so byte having the 1 byte, and you are storing 2 byte here. We are not storing like this. We are adding the value. Okay. So you are adding here the value. The size is 1 byte. Okay. It will store only 1 byte. Okay. Let me 1 second. I'll print later. So we'll go for the notes. You can see we have a 1 byte here and you are storing 2 byte. So when you will store 2 byte, right? So we have a incompatible type, like you will get this is incompatible type lossy conversion from int to byte. Hope you guys are able to understand. If you are not able to understand anyone, please ask me. I thought everyone is like understanding the subject and these are the basics thing. Okay. So when you will work in the real time, a small silly things will come in your code and that will not work. You will stuck over there. Okay. So these all the things will help you. If you have a basics strong, you guys can, handle any project because all the contents are available on your Google, right? Hope you know Chat GPT as well, right? Did you use anyone Chat GPT?
Yes.
Anyone others use Chat GPT?
No more.
I am using this Chat GPT in my project. No? Okay, so if you know this basics, the people are saying this will reduce our job. No, this will not reduce our job. It will increase productivity. We are like automation test engineer. We are not a scratch level of the code, or even I'm not from the CSC. I just learned the basics. Okay. So what is this? I said, right. See how I am using this Chat GPT in my project, my current project. I'm working on now JavaScript and Playwright. I did not work before JavaScript and Playwright. I just learned basics. Then I said, hey, Chat GPT, write the code for, I'm writing for Selenium only. Reusable method uh, to select, wait, select drop down. Okay, so if you understand this code, then only you guys are able to use. I think it's writing in Python, so I have to tell this once again. I have to tell by default it's considered as a Python. Okay, so it's written in the Python. So let me, where is that? I'll copy this. Okay, so if you know the basic, then only you can use, right? If you know the Java, then this code easily you can use in your project. Okay, they have written this and they are describing each and everything. Okay, so first learn the basics. You can see this method they are calling in different, different class, and how to use this. They're also describing. Okay, you can see how the life become easy. If you will search in the Google, you will not get the proper, like you have to search the proper one, but here you are getting the proper thing. But if you don't know what, how to use this, if you don't know the basics, then how to make this code as your project requirement, here you will get one blueprint, and that blueprint and logic is already developed, just you have to modify as per your project requirement. So this is how the things are easy, and I am using for JavaScript and Playwright code in my project. I should not go for any, like, we have a developer team, 4 developer. I'm test engineer. These guys are also working on the automation and they are doing the development work also. I am only handling automation. They are writing the code, I'm writing the code. Okay, so there is no difference between you and developer. Okay, so this is your basics. If you know the basics, then you can play with your project. Okay, so here we have a 1 byte and is storing 2 byte. Explore this chat GPT for like if you are working in the any field, and this is very helpful. Okay, use this. Okay, so here if I will use here, you can see integer, the same thing I am using here. Let me comment because it will not execute. So let me comment this. So integer having the 4 byte. Okay, and you are storing 2 byte here, so it will work. Okay, it's working, right? Because the integer having the 4 byte. So these are the very basics. We cannot spend more time. You guys can do practice. Okay, so same like in this example we having the same thing. uh Here the max, if you will exceed the value, right, here you will get compile time error. Type in your system and check what the error is coming. Right here, if you are using some double value, it won't be work. You will get lossy conversion. So this all the things compiler will tell you. We should not worry about that. What is applicable, what is not applicable. Okay, so if you will try to use boolean, if you will try to use any other things, you will get compile time error. So you guys can type the system and you can try to the same. Here also we having the same example. Okay, so you guys can do the same. We have a sort, so sort having the 2 byte. Okay, so here like the same, create a one class like that. You guys can do the practice. Okay, so here just remember this, and here just I have given some example what is the max and what it will accept only. Okay, if you will try to store, if you will exceed this, size, you will get compile time error. Then here you will get compile time error. It is not allowed. So just hands on one times. Okay, it should, we have to not work. So whatever the important topics are there, I will tell you where you have to do more hard work. This is for basic, at least no. That's it. We should not go in the depth and what happening in internal and all. Okay. Then here we have a 4 bytes. Okay, that's why the 2 byte size it was accepting over there. Right. So we have a some important one, like we have a long and we have a long having the 8 byte and we have a floating point. So some exceptions are there in data type. Okay, so all the above data type like byte sort, int log represent the integral value. If you want to represent a floating point value, then we should go for floating data type. Okay guys, so I'm just closing the session. Okay, so I have given the demo class. If you guys want to continue your session, please enroll the session. This is take the snapshot if you have any. So one more week I will take only half an hour session. Okay, because next week that batch is completed. So might be your session will be at 10:30 or sorry 10:30 to 11:30 or 11 to 12. This two timing will be there. One batch is coming, I have to adjust that batch, then accordingly I will take this classes. Either we can go for 10:30 to 11:30 or 11 to 12. It's depend upon how I am adjusting my time and my batch timing. Okay, okay guys, see you tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm not able to take the session because of some personal work. I will not available morning. So day after tomorrow, Saturday, will start your regular batch. If you will enroll the session, you will get new Zoom link. If you have any concern, you can reach out to me personally. Okay, bye.
Sir, how to enroll?
Ronak, can you ping me on my WhatsApp? Who said?
Okay, okay.
You can reach out to my WhatsApp. Hope you have my WhatsApp number.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, if you don't
We will.
have, One second.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Hope everyone have my WhatsApp number. Okay, bye.